Kids, where are you? It's time for all the art to tell stories.
Once upon a time, in a lush and vibrant world, there existed legendary trees called sacred trees. These ancient giants were guardians of the earth, their roots intertwined with the very lifeblood of the planet. One morning, all across the world, a sense of dread swept through the forests. The leaves of sacred trees began to wither, and once vibrant forests turned eerily quiet. Creatures large and small sensed a malaise in the air, whispering their fears as they wandered under the canopy. In the heart of the mystical Whispering Woods, there lived a wise and adventurous young boy named Boris. Boris had always felt a deep connection to nature, and the withering trees tugged at his heart. One evening, while leafing through an ancient book his grandmother had given him, Boris stumbled across a passage about an ancient cult that once tried to harness the earth's energy for their dark rituals. The cult believed if they could sap the life force from the earth's sacred trees, they would gain unimaginable powers. Boris's eyes widened with realization. "This is it," he whispered to himself. Determined to save the world, Boris set off on an urgent quest. His first stop was the enchanted rainforest, home to Alara, the wise guardian of the South American jungles. With her keen insight, Alara knew of a forbidden flower, hidden deep within the forest, that could heal the ailing trees. Together, they navigated through the thick underbrush until they found the luminous lunar bloom. Next, Boris and Alara journeyed to the icy northern realms, seeking the help of Frost, the polar guardian, who wielded the power of the aurora borealis. With a wave of his hand, Frost summoned dazzling lights that danced across the skies, giving renewed strength to the remaining sacred trees. But the fight was far from over. Each victory was met with new challenges as they encountered the cult's minions, who sought to thwart their every move. In Asia, they found Hiroshi, a calm and resourceful guardian of the cherry blossom grove. His connection with the spirits of the cherry blossoms provided them with a veil of invisibility, allowing them to sneak past the cult's shadowy figures. Their final destination was the mystical Dryad Forest in Europe, where the majestic world tree stood. This tree's spirit was the very soul of the earth itself. United, the Guardians and Boris approached the world tree. As darkness closed in, Boris drew from the strength and wisdom of his friends. Holding the lunar bloom aloft, he touched the tree, and a radiant energy spread throughout the forest. The ground trembled as the world tree absorbed the healing light. Its branches stretched to the sky, leaves budding anew in a cascade of vibrant colors. From that day forward, an unbreakable bond was forged between Boris and the Guardians. They pledged to protect the planet from any who would threaten its life forces. As the sun set on the rejuvenated land, Boris knew that though the world still faced many challenges, it would always find hope. The story of Boris and the Guardians became a cherished legend, reminding everyone of the profound connection between all living things and the world they call home. In a hidden valley surrounded by towering mountains, there was a secretive organization known as the Techno-Watchers. Their mission was to transform ordinary soldiers into an unstoppable army by extracting the wild genes from unique animals endowed with remarkable abilities. Among their captives was Boris, the wise and cunning bear, who possessed extraordinary strength and intelligence. Boris was not just any bear. He had the cunning to solve puzzles, the strength to uproot trees, and a heart as vast as the sky. He spent his days dreaming of the forest he once roamed freely, where the scent of fresh pine always greeted him, and the soft breeze sang through the leaves. Captured and confined in a cell deep within the Techno-Watchers facility, Boris was determined to lead a rebellion. He knew other animals shared his fate: Leo the lion, who could roar loud enough to startle a storm, Zephyr the hawk, who could outfly the fastest winds, and Opal the fox, known for her clever tricks and agile dance. Boris began to communicate with his fellow captives silently, tapping codes on the cold metallic walls of his cell. Trust. Plan. Escape. Each night, when the world outside was wrapped in a silver blanket of moonlight, Boris shared his escape plan with Leo, Zephyr, and Opal. Using a secret sign language they devised, tonight, Boris tapped, "We break free." The plan relied heavily on timing and teamwork. Opal was tasked with sneaking past the guards using her agility, Leo was to disarm the alarm system with a mighty roar. Zephyr would create a diversion from the sky, and Boris would be the powerhouse to lead them all to safety. The night of the escape, the animals moved with the precision and silence of shadows. Opal darted between the guards, her fluffy tail barely visible. Leo, with a deep breath, let out a roar that echoed through the halls like rolling thunder, silencing the alarms. Zephyr soared in, causing a flurry of confusion as he swooped and soared, drawing the guards' attention skyward. In the midst of the chaos, Boris charged through the metal doors, his strength finally unfettered. As they reached the facility's exit, a huge gate stood between them and freedom. With a mighty push, Boris managed to crack it open just enough for everyone to slip through. Breathing the fresh, free air again, Boris felt a rush of joy as the sun rose over the distant mountains, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. "We did it," he said, looking at his friends, all of whom now shared in his happiness. Together, they turned toward the forest, each feeling a renewed sense of hope and freedom. They had not only regained their lives but also forged a pact of friendship that would last a lifetime. And so, the legend of Boris and his daring escape began to spread, a story that would inspire others in the face of captivity and adversity. As the forest welcomed them back, the four animals knew one thing for certain: they were finally home. In a small town beside the Whispering Forest, Boris was a guardian of ancient wisdom. He listened to the wind and understood the language of the trees, knowing the secrets of the bear spirit, a force of nature deep in the forest. One chilly autumn morning, Boris met Kai, a young man feeling lost amidst modern civilization. Kai, an indigenous descendant, struggled to connect with his roots beneath the city's concrete. Boris recognized Kai's yearning and knew his journey was to guide him. "Kai," Boris said, "we must listen to our ancestors' whispers for strength and peace." Intrigued, Kai followed Boris into the forest. They walked into the vibrant, profound world of the forest, arriving at the ancient grove where the bear spirit resided. Boris encouraged Kai to feel the earth's pulse beneath his feet. Kai concentrated, sensing the earth's heartbeat. The rustling leaves, distant bird calls, and sunlight's dance formed nature's orchestra. As twilight fell, Boris shared stories of his ancestors and the bear spirit. Boris explained the bear spirit's connection to nature, granting strength. Kai listened, feeling a connection grow within him, realizing the importance of embracing his heritage. The next morning, Boris gifted Kai a carved wooden bear talisman, etched with his people's story. "This will guide you, reminding you of your spirit's bond with nature," Boris said warmly. With gratitude, Kai accepted the talisman, feeling a sense of belonging. He knew his journey of understanding his roots was beginning, now equipped with a powerful spirit beside him. Through Boris's guidance and the bear spirit's legacy, Kai learned to listen to his bloodline and honor his connection with nature. Returning to the city, Kai felt empowered, carrying the forest's strength. Boris watched Kai depart, knowing the spirit of legacy was passed on. Kai would keep the bond alive for future generations.
If you like our stories, please like, subscribe, and turn on the little bell, so you won't miss exciting stories every day. You are also welcome to share it with family and friends to listen to the story together. Love you.